Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant, coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. Once again, the BVI Film Commission, of course, in collaboration with the BVI Tourist Board, is hosting a competition. This particular competition is geared towards students in the British Virgin Islands. Joining me to discuss this amazing opportunity is the Film Commissioner herself, Miss Natalie Hodge. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Vibe! All right! Monet! Voice! Whoa. Baby, yeah. Rotimi! Alkaline!
You know, system we are create waves like the ocean, yeah.
Freddie Jackson.
Oh, my lady.
Gramps Morgan.
Feels like heaven surrounds me.
And more. The 24th, 25th, and 26th of May 2024. The Virgin Islands Music Festival. 60 beats, one vibe.
For more information, visit virginislandsmusicfestival.com.
Welcome back everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, we're joined by the Film Commissioner at the BVI Tourist Board and Film Commission, Miss Natalie Hodge. Miss Hodge, welcome back.
Thank you, yet again.
Absolutely. Now, as I mentioned, the BVI Film Commission has really taken on the mantle of introducing and in some cases reintroducing the film industry to not only adults, but in this case, children across the Virgin Islands. Our last discussion, we mentioned that of course, this year was not over. You were presenting the film competition. Tell us about the Say Less Student Smartphone Contest.
Thank you, Ron. So, of course, you're aware we are charged with not only bringing productions to the BVI and promoting the BVI as a film destination, but we're also charged with encouraging and supporting our local filmmakers. And I think that does not exclude the younger generation. I think that we need to reach them at an earlier age and pique their interest, expose them to these opportunities so that they can start to think about, is this something that I want to do for my career, for my future? So the Say Less competition came about. We thought about, what are the slangs, the common terms that when you say too much, say less.
Yes.
So, and it's a short film, hence the term Say Less. So the film must be produced no less than 5 minutes, no more than 10 minutes. It's open to 2 categories from age 9 to 12. Category A and Category B is 13 to 17. And it must be shot on a smartphone or a tablet. Of course, we don't expect students to have or own
that level of
video equipment, right? Production equipment. So we allow them to use their smartphone solely or tablet for this purpose.
So one of the things that I like about that is it is really teaching students before they get to the high-end equipment. It's really teaching them that they can foster that love and appreciation for the film industry just by using their phone.
Yes, it teaches you about framing and everything else. And we want them to be able to sit down, create the script, come up with the idea. They are solely in charge of this production. They can be mentored, they can request guidance, but they are the ones that have to edit it. They can edit on the computer, that's fine, but it has to be shot on the smartphone or tablet.
Understood. Now, you mentioned the age group, two categories, category A, 9 to 12, along with category B, 13 to 17.
Yes.
Tell us about some of the other requirements.
There are no major requirements at all. The main requirements are that it must be shot on a smartphone or tablet. You can edit it on any editing suite, any app. They can be mentored, seek guidance, but it has to be produced by themselves. They are required to provide us with behind the scenes footage or photos of themselves during the production phase, during the editing phase, so that we can see for ourselves that they did do the work on their own.
Wonderful. And of course, I have to ask you, there are some cash prizes. Tell us about that.
Yes, so 9 to 12 gets $700, and 13 to 17 gets $1,300.
Pretty good.
Right,
Wonderful. So when is registration?
Registration has gone. We had 8 interested persons. 1 had to step aside because of their exams. So we have 7 in the final.
Beautiful.
Final competition. We have a 9 and a 12 in the category of 9 to 12. 1 male, 1 female. They're pretty excited about that. And then the others are in the 13 to 17 category.
Exceptional. And of course, registration is gone already, but
Yes.
they must be submitted by the 20th
By
of
the
May,
20th, which is
coming
Saturday.
up. Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So they're ready to submit. We have our local judge. We have local judges, and we have one hailing from USVI. So we have Mr. Kelvin Titley of Jaffix Multimedia. He will be one of our judges. We have Mr. Dean Peters. He's another
course.
judge. And we decided to bring on the winner of last year's film competition,
Excellent.
Mr. Emmanuel Phillips. He'll be a judge as well. And then the director CEO of Paradise 48 Film Festival in St. Thomas, Miss Lorica Jude, has come aboard as a judge as well.
Exceptional. Quite the cadre of judges. Now, that is just one portion of it. We have a one-night-only showcase under the stars. Tell us about that.
Yes, on June 8th, we have partnered with the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park. They usually host a movie night at the Pier Park, and so we decided to team up with them. They've graciously sponsored the event for that night. So what we will be doing that night is showcasing, we'll be screening the short films, the top 3 winning films from the 284 Excellence Film Competition last year.
Okay.
So for persons who were not aware of the competition, persons who were not able to make it out, they have an opportunity to see those films on the big screen.
Beautiful.
And also we'll be we'll be awarding the winning prizes and giving them the awards for the student competition on that night. Additionally, the last category we'll be screening that night will be sizzle reels that were produced by the attendees of the March Film Development Workshop. So at the end of the Mark workshop, they were charged with creating a sizzle reel. They were put into groups, and they had created log lines previously, and they had to develop their sizzle reels based on those log lines. So we'll be screening those as well. So you're able to come out and see what the aspiring filmmakers have done, and actors as well that were part of that workshop, producers and directors. You'll be able to see what the students have produced and who those winners will be, and you'll be able to witness the films, view the films that won last year's competition.
Lovely. And again, this is going to be held at the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park on June 8th at 7 p.m. And this is a free event, am I correct?
It is a free event.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So the
Yes.
entire public is encouraged to participate. I want you to speak before we go, Ms. Hodge. I have been observing the student film arena recently. Of course, with the recent flooding, we had some work being released. And interestingly enough, I was at the Tortola Pier Park, and some young people came up to me, YouTubers. They asked me to subscribe, but they had the immense ability to not only introduce themselves, but to articulate their product and invite me to be a part of it by subscription. When you see that level of interest, excitement, and really attention to wanting to learn and build, what does that do for you?
Exactly. There is an interest there. We're seeing it. We're seeing them out there producing content. And so we want to engage them. We want to support them. And we want to provide avenues for them, because I received opportunities having worked at Tyler Perry Studios, having worked with Will Packer and Rob Hardy. And I think that not being an island, that doesn't mean that you can't have opportunities, but we have to tap into them. We have to expose them, give them those opportunities so that they can figure out the next steps in their career if they so choose to go down that route with the film industry. So I think it's really exciting to see that they're able to produce this content and be aware and be very vocal about it. So we want to be able to support that, and that's the reason for the student smartphone competition. We want to be able to not only provide the opportunity, but it allows us to see their skill set. And it helps us to identify where we can help them, where we can step in. What workshops do we need to provide for the younger generation? So that's what it essentially will help us in enabling us to help them better.
Excellent, and congratulations once again on a job well done. Before we go, I'd like you to give you an opportunity, rather, to not only speak to the general public and the student participants who've already submitted, but if you have any contributing sponsors who are making either of these events a success.
Yes, so we want to thank the participants, of course. We're so ecstatic that they were interested in this competition. We've been hearing the reviews from their parents that they're excited to be in this competition. So we want to thank them for signing up. We also encourage the public to come out and support them. They're students, they're showing their interest. We want to support students who are on the right track and not getting into mischief and anything like
positive.
that. Yeah, we want to make sure we support our local film industry as well, because as we mentioned the last time I sat with you, we want to build the capacity and the skill set of our local film industry so that when producers come in with a project and when they call me and they say, how can you help me? Who do you have on island to work with me? We're able to say, we have 50 people we can give you and not just 3.
Excellent.
So we want to encourage people to come out and support the film industry. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, again, thank you so much. And of course, our team here at Twit4 Media will be around to participate and to support the up-and-coming filmmakers.
And I would like to thank Tortola, Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park for partnering with us, and they have sponsored the movie night. So we want to thank them for that.
Well, thanks for stopping by. Viewers, that is all the time we have. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, I also want to take this opportunity, like Ms. Hodge said, to congratulate the up-and-coming filmmakers, student filmmakers in the Virgin Islands who have submitted and are participating in the Say Less Student Smartphone Competition. A job well done, and keep it up. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye-bye.